I want to welcome all my queens and my kings here to the Queen's Corner. I am Queen Marilyn. I'm literally in the Queen's Corner office today. I'm just taking a coffee break before I start my day. And I wanted to get in here because I literally want to encourage all my queens and my kings that are chosen for a divine mandate, for a divine purpose. A purpose that is only orchestrated by God. A mandate that only comes from the throne of God for you to execute. I'm going to take a little sip, but before I take a sip of my coffee, I want you to think why God created you for. And I want you to take just a second. Why do you think God created you for? This coffee, well, to me, it tastes so good. It literally has pumpkin spice. Okay. So, as you thought about why you were created for, do you have the definite answer? And if you don't, I'm going to tell you something that's very important for a time as this, for especially in this era. Because in this age, we need it. Listen to me. As chosen people with a divine mandate, with a divine purpose, we need to be inquiring of the office of the prophet. We don't have time as chosen people to waste time because time cannot be wasted. We wasted time enough. It's time as chosen people to grab our royal scepter and strain up our crown and walk uprightly into what God called us to do. We cannot afford to waste any more precious time while there are souls that are getting lost, while there are souls that are crying out to the divine mandate that God called us to do. See, a lot of people get it mistaken that there's no prophets. And there is prophets. See, in the world, you see people going to get their cards read, their palm read. They go to mediums. They go to all type of different things to try to get some guidance, try to get some clearness. See, us chosen people, we don't have that, and we don't need to do that. Because God has put real prophets in our midst. prophets that we can literally inquire what God wants us to do. See, in Hosea 12 or Hosea 13, around there, one of those two chapters, it says that Israel was delivered from Egypt by a prophet. And through a prophet, Israel was preserved. What does that mean? That means that the office of the prophet is going to give you coordinates. It's not going to reveal the whole thing, but it's going to give you coordinates. Okay? It's going to tell you, all right, this is what God has for me. So there's no need for me to go to the left field of it because that's not even near what God told me. And you'll start pinpointing and getting coordinates. That's why in my life, I live the prophetic. I inhale the prophetic. I exhale the prophetic. If things are not literally coordinating with what God stated over my life, I reject it and I move on. That's why I don't have a lot of people around me. I don't be out doing whatever because I live in the prophetic. I inhale the prophetic. I exhale the prophetic. I wake up in the prophetic. I go to sleep in the prophetic. So I learned that if I wouldn't ever had an encounter with the office of the prophet, I would have been lost, like some of you queens and kings are. And you guys have a divine mandate that you guys literally have to fulfill. I'm going to give you an example. Back in 2013, it was May. There was a prophetess. She sits in the office of the prophet. Prophetess Mardell. God brought her all the way from East Cleveland. Let me take a sip. From East Cleveland. And she was sitting in one of the programs that I literally was getting at the time. So she came, because this is the thing about prophets. They're not going to tell you, hey, I'm a prophet. No. You will know. So anyway, she came in and I gave her all my books, gave her my manual, gave her everything that she needed. So she started feeling kind of uncomfortable. So I took her to my office, told her, go sit there, you can sit here, it's more light, stuff like that. And she said, do you know why I'm here? And I said, yeah, for this? And she said, a couple minutes later, she was like, do you know why I'm here? And I said, yeah, to inspect my records. She was like, no, actually, I'm here to give you a message. She said, you and your mom's prayer is a fresh incense, a fresh incense in God's nostrils. Beautiful smell. She says, so I'm here because God brought me here to give you a message. When that lady broke down everything to me, even the person that I'm supposed to marry, everything. And I thought at first, I was like, man, this lady crazy. Does she know I'm even going through a divorce? And then when God literally said, that thing is over, is broken, I was like, oh my God, this is the office of the prophet. I thought y'all was done. I thought y'all, I thought you guys were extinct. Like, because in the religious world, a lot of these churches, all they want to shove down your throat is pastors, apostles, but then they want to put the prophet to the side. And that's not the case. The prophet is one of the most important offices in the spiritual world, in our lives as following Jesus. I mean, come on, what do you think Jesus was? Not only was he the Son of God, but he literally was a prophet. Anyway, so when God gave me the divine coordinates from the office of the prophet, I stopped wasting a lot of time. Have I made mistakes between there and then? Yeah, plenty. But what I learned is the coordinates. If it ain't coordinating with what was prophesied from the office of the prophet, it doesn't fit me. And because it doesn't fit me, it can literally leave out of my life because I don't put up with it. I don't put up with it. I don't care how lonely I might feel as a woman. I don't care how something looks so good as a business deal. It doesn't matter to me. If it does not coordinate with the coordinates that was already revealed in my life, I don't mess around with it. So today I just wanted to encourage all my queens and my kings that are chosen for a divine mandate, divine purpose. Seek out the office of the prophet. And don't seek out somebody you know. I can leave a couple of prophets because I don't sit there and talk to prophets. No. Because when they give me a word, I know it's from God. It's not nothing that I've revealed. Because prophets are here to give you solutions. If they can't give you solutions, they're not a prophet. They're just pretending. When they say, go look at the word and try to find your solution there, yeah, they're not a prophet. But if you can sit there and say, prophetess, I need your help. I need your guidance. And I need to inquire of the Lord because I really need this to be clear to me. So I just wanted to just encourage all my queens and my kings that have a special mandate from God. Seek the office of the prophet and get your coordinates. That way you don't have to waste no more of your precious time. Thank you for tuning in to the Queen's Corner. I am Queen Marilyn.